Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we're pleased to bring you another Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race. It's back to tournament settings plus traps. And today in commentary, I'm joined by iBot. How you doing today?
Doing well. Hope you're doing well too.
I'm doing well.
And hope everyone's chat's hype for this race.
Yes, we have a lot of very skilled runners today. Hendris. Actually, all of them were in the tournament. Nesmin.
I mean, most of this community has been in the tournament.
Well, I mean this current tournament.
Yes.
Nesmin is...
A lot of people have been in this tournament.
Yes. We do have runners who... Okay, I guess he's ready. Okay. We have one more runner in the race who's not on Restream. Just need them to ready up. So that we can start the race. Ash looks a little bit interesting. Skulls representing traps, lantern, blue sword, mirror shield. Okay, and it looks like we should be off.
Yeah, so about 40 seconds until we see them start, but... Yeah, you did already mention the hash. Hendris in particular did point out the skull in there is not a good omen, usually, but
yeah.
We'll see what it turns out to bring them.
Yeah, and we will see after one of them does an element check. We'll see what our actual elements are today.
Yeah, which dungeons have elements does tell you a lot about how the seeds might turn out. Of course, it can always be something in those non-element dungeons as well, which...
Yes. However, this is not a Hendris seed, so it's probably not going to be as horrible as it usually is.
No, Hendris is racing, so did not roll the seed.
No.
This is a seed by Duna, right?
Yes, Luna Stick.
Okay.
So nothing in Link's house. 5 bombs, which, because they don't have a bomb bag, are totally useless.
Yeah, even if you have a bomb bag, you don't really care about bomb refills from like.
Except for me, because
there's a few spots like on Crenel where it's nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have refills frequently enough that you don't really care about getting them from chests. Like, it can be nice if you're low on bombs or arrows or whatever. Usually bombs, arrows are almost never a problem. But if you're a bit aware of it in Clan side by the head, you can usually get by with bombs.
And so far, not getting anything that they need. This piece of heart in the shop. Ooh, remote bombs at Juliet's house.
Remote bombs on Julietta's ledge.
Yes, I think they're probably going to get those eventually.
Someone is probably going to get them.
Bag.
Not all of them.
Bomb bag and Tingle Tree.
Bomb bag, yeah.
Yes.
So that bomb bag does give access to the South Hereford Rupee Cave, which is the first step in the progression of basically any seed.
Mirror's
Just 15 items in one step.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Mirror's basement just had 5 bombs. And it looks like Nesmin's already taken advantage of that bomb bag. Yeah, nope. 5 rupees, or just big red rupee.
Yeah, it does pick that up. I don't know if he's...
Oh yeah, yep, Nesmin has to...
shop yet, or...
Nesmin has to always double or triple check Tingle Trees for some reason.
I mean, interrupting Tingle Trees to check that one check
yeah,
is
that's
unusual.
not bad.
And Nesmin didn't manage to delay to avoid Tingle Trees entirely with the seed.
Yes.
Turns out having your first bomb back there is usually something that you want to get early. I mean, it's just that the seed didn't give them other options.
No. Yep. Yeah, so far just having that bomb bag.
Yeah, which that bomb bag is enough to get out of
yes.
It opens up the, like I mentioned earlier, the South Fairfield Rupee Cave it opens up the Minish loop. That is the trip through Minish Woods.
And we're gonna get a first look at the Rupee Cave. Oh, okay. Sword.
Yeah,
And a
sword
bottle.
and a bottle.
Not bad.
This, yeah. The bottle doesn't do anything until they get a spin or like one of Flippers and Cape to get to Kremlin. Well, it does give them access to remote bombs if they get a cane too, besides those, but mostly you want the bottle for Krenel, and
Yes.
Krenel access is sword and spin or Flippers or Cape.
And this butterfly might be the Flipper's fly?
Yeah,
It
that
looks like it was the Flipper's
butterfly,
fly because it didn't show up.
but also from Blue's own tracker.
Yes. Okay. I was just looking
That
at...
was a spin scroll in Eastern Hills. At the chest, like, sort of
Oh, what is
the
that?
area. Power bracelets at Grimblade. I think the other runners all skipped the quartet area, so I'm just the only one to find those. And that's another spin scroll. It was fast spin for Nesman. So they can go to Krenel now. They can do like lower Krenel. They don't have grip ring or cane to go to Cave of Flames, but you got a sword, you got a spin, you got bombs, you got a bottle. That's kind of telling you to go to Krenel. Nesman did just look like he's doing that, skipping the Minish loop in the progress. I'm not sure that the other runners are going to do the same there. That's usually not checks you want to avoid, but then it's Nesman. Sees a sword there on the Rupee.
Oh, it is a real sword.
It is a real sword. Yeah, the weekly seeds do have traps in them, so we're kind of careful calling those visible items, but that was a real sword, so...
Oh, and there is a kinstone on Swiftblade.
That looks to be the Valfort kinstone, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Valfort kinstone really only does stuff with the gripping, and in Logic you need the lantern as well.
Also required for palace access.
Yes, it is required for palace access, and there's also just a lot of items up in Valfort behind that kinstone. Velari, another butterfly, looks like the butterfly. And there was a caster kinstone on Krenel that Nesman found. Which we don't know the elements yet, I don't think. So
I don't believe anyone's done a map check yet.
yeah, if someone checked the map, I completely missed it, but I don't think anyone has yet. So we don't know which of these kinstones they want to find or don't want to find. I don't think you're ever really sad to find the Valfort kinstone, just because there's so many items on
Oh yes.
in Valfort, but getting access to non-element fortress or palace is always a bit concerning.
Especially when Hendris rolls the seed.
Yes, but not only when Hendris rolls the seed.
Yes.
In general, like, those are... If you can just avoid getting access to those areas, it's not a hard choice whether to go there or not. Which is always, like, when you have access to non-element fortress, is always maybe not whether to go there, but like the timing of when to go there does get, like, do you wait to find other items first, or do you go there earlier in the hopes of just finding a lot of stuff there or something?
And there's the trap in Minish Woods.
Yeah, that spot where Nesman just picked up the bomb drop, one of the ones where you do want to see that bomb refill. Lower Krenel with the 10 bomb bag is a bit tight on bombs, because you need to use them to get rid of both blow up walls to even make it through, and to get rid of the dust here that you see Nesman do here. Should be able to get like the portal with 3, then 1 for that hole, leaving him with 2 more That doesn't look good though. No, that's a lot more than 3 bombs going to use.
Yeah, Bluesy finally picked up his sword and his bottle.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot the bottle's also useful for Dr. Left.
Yes,
for
the
that
bottle does also
navigation.
help getting to Fountain and the remote bombs.
Yes.
Except they need Flipper's Cape, Cane, one of those 3 to even get access to the Minish bottle in town. So, until they find one of those items, the bottle isn't useful for town.
It looks like Nesman is going to go up Krenna the vanilla way.
Well, yeah, they don't have the grip ring, so there's a few checks up there that you just want to grab as well. Like, that's just part of the typical lower Krenna without Cane or grip ring dip. Bluesy is second to find that green sword.
Yes.
Looks like Mesh is also heading that way. And there's a map check. That's no Cable Flames, no Fortress.
But still...
So, maybe happy to not find those Casterkin stones. We did see one of those. And it's not Cable Flames, so... I mean, they don't have access to any dungeon yet, really, but...
Which stone was that?
That was a Casterkin stone.
Okay, that's a Casterkin. Okay.
Yeah, that was the one Casterkin stone I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, Nesman pouring that Mountain Dew on the green bean. Does only have 1 bomb. You really want to have 2 at this point. 1 for the fairy fountain and 1 for the cave on the right.
He's hoping for a bomb drop.
He is very much... Like, killing those enemies there from rocks, that's just hoping for bomb drop.
It's a graveyard
That's
key.
a graveyard key. That's a nice find, but not immediately useful. So... Henry's showing off with the roll lifts. It doesn't help in this room at all.
Yeah, graveyard is required.
Just place the bombs earlier, Henry's. Yeah, graveyard roll crypt is required, so that graveyard key is a required item. Same as that cane.
Oh, where's the cane? There's so much going on.
Nesman just found it in Lower Krenna. And yeah, with that cane, like, now suddenly you can keep going and go into Cave of Flames here.
Yes.
The alternative would be chasing the cane somewhere else, but you're already, like, halfway up Krenna.
Yes.
So if you're going to dip non-element Cave of Flames, this is the time to do it. I guess you could consider, like, doing a save scum before entering it, just to not have to climb down if there's nothing at all in Cave of Flames. It's probably worth it, but... Like, save after getting the Wind Crest and then just before entering Cave of Flames. Looks like Nesman's not doing that. It's only now checking that no Cave of Flames is not an element. Which they can complete Cave of Flames with just like the cane and the sword. You might need bombs, you usually don't if the heart piece in Cave of Flames is the only item that needs bombs, and unless that's the key, you don't need the bombs to complete the dungeon.
Is Andrew's gonna go to Veil Falls? Yep.
Oh, Henry's using that kinstone. You can't get 1 item here. It's going to be out of logic, because logically this requires a lantern. So if he finds something important here, that's something to keep in mind. But it's not exactly likely for this one check to have something, so...
Yeah, just Eris.
Meshi and Bluesy also on Krenner in the green bean area. Probably going to be following Nesman up Krenner soon.
Oh, there's another bomb bag.
Yeah,
Theoretically.
there's another bomb bag in Southway Falls behind the cane.
Theoretically.
Yeah,
We
well,
don't-
even with the cane, they.
No, I mean, we don't know if
it's
it's a trap.
Oh, that too, but
Yes, so it could be bait.
it could be.
Yes.
I mean, it's only a nice to have, anyways. You're not going to be rushing lower
No.
Falls to get that second bomb bag. The power bracelets Henry got were on the Grimblade heartbeats. Everyone else skipped the courtyard checks after finding the bomb bag in the tingle trees.
And we're getting...
Henry's apparently really does not want to go to Krenner. Or like up, like, no, he... Henry's has a green sword, is that from Krenner or...
Yeah, it was from
Okay, so
It
he
was
has
from
been to Krenner but just didn't climb up, or how far did he go?
I don't remember. It... Yeah, and nothing on Simon today.
Yeah, Bluesy and Meshi now both also have the cane. Going to continue up towards Cave Flames. Bluesy doing what I just mentioned earlier, saving before entering Cave Flames. So now if Cave Flames turns out to be completely barren, at least you won't have to climb down, back down, Krenner. Though I think Henry's cleared pretty much everything else and didn't find anything. So there's something up here in Cave of Flames.
Yeah, he did grab that sword. He just
Yeah.
didn't go very far.
Like, I don't know what we would have left outside Cave of Flames.
Yes.
Maybe like school basement? Well, there's a great spin. Did we already? Oh yeah, Nesman found mids in Cave of Flames. Okay, yes. There's mids in Cave of Flames. That's on exploration.
No non-required dungeon having items.
I mean, you got, like, you got access to it pretty early,
Yes.
and you got access to only that pretty
Yes,
early.
pretty much.
Like, the seed did tell you to
Yes.
go to Cave of Flames pretty strongly.
And nothing on Karlov.
Oh, Bluesy dipped out of Krenner after that cane. So it's not going to find the moments here. I mean, I guess there could not be required. It's not exactly likely that they are going to end up bait, but it could happen. And Nesman got the blue warp and is leaving Cave Flames now? Or maybe just interjecting these two, like, checks past Madari? It's Nesman, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, no one can predict what Nesman does.
And looks like Meshi is also climbing down Kryn here. Lucy found a bow up on school rooftop. That doesn't do anything right now, but is a required item. So yeah, I think Lucy used his safe scum that he set up before entering Cave Flames earlier, whereas Meshi actually went and climbed down Krenner.
Yeah, and it didn't look like there was anything of note in the visible spots in School Garden.
I didn't see, but
Yeah, the chest didn't have.
probably not.
Just had rupees.
Yeah. I didn't notice anything important on the heart piece, but I might have missed it.
Yeah, he did it very quickly.
So what else do Bluesy and Meshi have here? There's the like few town checks where Bluesy checked the school, Meshi's now checking the shop attic, and is probably going to take this into bakery attic and half vector. And that has a cape. Stockwell attic with a cape.
Interesting.
So that cape is quite useful. Yeah, they do have open ferry, which Blues is checking now. Cape gives access to what?
Chickens!
It does give access to chickens.
Which is a terrible
It
check.
gives access to lake.
Yes.
Like it gives access to North Minish Woods, it gives access to lake, it gives access to droplets. At least the first route path. Those are probably the more important ones than chickens, but it does give access to chickens, yes.
Yes.
Looks like Bluesy is going to grab those remote bombs. And it looks like Hendris is at least going up towards Cave of Flames. Not sure how deep he's going to go in there. Hendris had done more of the overworld checks before coming up here. But there were a few opened up by the cane. And looks like Nesmin also found that cave. Did have a bit of a freeze on the conspiracy area, but so yeah. Nesmin with the mids and the cape, that also gives access to cave 25. In addition to like the other stuff that the cape gives, that is behind the cape for Meshi and once he finds it Bluesy. So I would really like to see a play towards Lake from,
Yes.
well, both Nesmin and Meshi soon. Nesmin picking up that Grave Force Kingstone.
Was he gonna get his disappointment from Simon?
Yeah, Simon was checked earlier, didn't have anything important.
Nope.
Also, I've noticed that Bluesy picked up Greatspan earlier, scummed that away outside Cave of Flames to not have to climb down Kreml. Which is probably worth it timing wise, but like, it's Greatspan, you can't try that.
Yeah. Well, he's still gonna have to go back into Cave of Flames to get those mitts.
Maybe.
Maybe? Oh, you think mitts?
We haven't seen anything behind Mitz yet, have we?
I don't think... Oh yeah, just, it looks like Nesmin's starting some...
Nesmin has Mitz, hasn't found anything behind him yet. Now, that might not stay that way, but for now, Mitz might still be optional.
Yes.
Since Fortress is not an element.
Which doesn't
I don't
mean it's not
think
required.
it's likely that Mitz are going to end up optional,
They usually aren't.
but they could be. Now granted, these Mitz
Oh,
were
there's the
quite
mushroom.
early to have... Yeah, but Mushroom is just...
Well, we never know.
Mushroom not immediately required. Mids could still be optional.
Yes. Well, it depends on what's on the mushroom, if there is anything on the mushroom.
Yes.
Yes.
Which Nesman is going to show us. Now, do you remember where in Cave of Flames those mids were?
No. It looks like they're... Oh, yes. Mushrooms required. Did you see it was on the mushroom?
I did not.
It was the lantern.
Oh, that is required.
I was right. It is required.
Slightly required.
Oh, just slightly. Yeah, but you can finish Royal Crypt without the lantern, right?
You can fight Octo without them.
Yes. Yeah, you just have to skip a few. Oh, and there's another Kinstone.
That was Cloudtops.
Yes, so Cloudtops.
So one of the good ones.
Yes.
For the seed.
There's where the mitts
Okay,
were.
that's where the mids were. So we'll see if Henris decides to dip out after those, as Nesman did, or if he will stay and finish this dungeon.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing Myth isn't here because what Bluesy just did would have aggravated him.
Oh, what did Bluesy do?
He went into courtyard from the wrong side. He went from the right side and the left side, so the side where you get trolled by the golden rope.
I'm not sure what you mean, because that's a thing that Myth points out when you use boots to turn Minish there. Is after you turn Minish, you go left instead of right. But we haven't seen boots.
No.
Like going there from the Drain Fountain to Grimblade on that side past the rope, as a normal size link. Everyone does that.
Okay.
That's
I always go
normal.
from the left side.
Yeah, it's just like you can quick warp between like the Drain Fountain, Heartpiece, and Grimblade, I guess, but I think it's slower. Not sure about that one.
It looks like we're getting a fountain check from Bluesy.
Yeah, Bluesy is still missing that cape from Stockwell Attic, but is going to the fountain. Not sure I like this play because he's offering the small chest. Traps are random. It's not shuffled into the seed which trap has which effect. Which is why we don't use them for the tournament.
And nothing in the cane locked side of fountain. Oh, and Bluesy taking a
dying
death
to the Keaton there.
It's running right into him.
Yeah, he wanted to give him a hug. Turns out the Keatons have knives and don't like it when you hug them.
No. Hopefully
so Bluesy did manage to avoid Stockwell Attic, is going back to Cave of Flames now.
without the cape.
He's going to need to go back to Cave of Flames, but he also needs to do Stockwell Attic, and having the cape for this trip would probably be helpful.
Yes. Capeless Cave of Flames is...
It's not that bad for the early part, which is all he needs to do as far as we know. Like, getting to the mids with or without cape is pretty much the same.
Yes.
It's a bit like going through this cave is the part that he would have skipped, basically. Because you can jump into the tornado. If he decides to finish Cave of Flames, which he might, that will hurt more. I don't know how much Henris will decide to do here. Without cape. Like, sure, you're without cape, it's also without Ocarina. Okay, Henris is just going for the basement. not even activating the red warp first, he is committing to doing all of these checks.
And Nesvin's still doing all the mids checks.
Yeah, did make his way over to Lake.
I don't think he's found
Same for
anything.
Meshi, but Meshi obviously didn't have the mids to get the mushroom, to get the lantern. So is missing that, only going to do the first ruby path because of it. While Nesman has the cape, has the lantern. Does not have a red sword, but that's the only thing he's missing for finishing droplets. And know what we say, there's always a sword in terms of droplets.
Yes. Okay.
So Bluesy now back in Cave of Flames.
And nothing
Hopefully
on
going to pick up those mids.
there's
I mean...
Oh, sorry. There was nothing on the Lake Highlight Beanstalk either. Those
Yeah,
mids-
Nesman apparently set the quick warp at the ladder there. You can avoid setting that quick warp by leaving and re-entering the Ding Cave through the Ding Cave entrance at Lake Hylia after you went to London. Because what sets the quick warp is the area tag, like entering a new area, which you entering Lake is a new area after you have been to London, through a warp, which the Ding Cave entrances aren't. So you didn't set your quick warp entering London because it's not a warp. And then if you go back into Lake through the Ding Cave entrance, you don't set your quick warp, but then going through a warp up the ladder is not entering a new area, so you don't set your quick warp. Whereas if you enter London and then go through the Ding Cave directly to the ladder, you enter Lake there and it's a new area, so you set your quick warp. And you have to backtrack through the Ding Cave after quick warping down from the beanstalk.
And it looks like Nesvin is now going to dip droplets.
Yeah, Nesvin's going to go into droplets. He is likely to do more than Meshi did, since he does
yeah,
have
with
the
that
lantern to
lantern,
get to
yes.
the second ruby path easily. And if he ends up finding a sword, he probably just grab the element while he's at it.
And Meshi picking up his power crystal. Okay. Lucy took a death.
Oh, Bluesy died in Cave of...
Yeah, there was a game over.
And he
scene.
died before getting the mids. That's a really bad one.
Yes.
Because you need to go by, like, all the way around through the Minish section. That's a time, like, his last death, dying to that king there, you just lost the time it took you to say, like, yeah, continue. And he was right back where he died. This death, not so much. This is a bit of a track back to where he was.
Time lost.
At least he is going there again instead of, like, skipping those checks and going for to the back now. Since those checks do have his mids, so...
And Hendra's committing to
Yeah, Hendris
Cave.
didn't even activate the red warp, just going
He's going for
doing
it.
everything he can in here, going to grab Malaria after, and let's see if it pays off. There is 2 checks on Lerock and 1 check on Malaria, so this is the most like check valuable non-element dungeon out of non-element boss out of all of the possibilities for that. I mean, you say that, but like the cape is locked behind the cane, and he is doing Krenel in a single dip, like to the cave flame. So he's only coming back here with gripping.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could come back with shield, but like that's like the time that cape saves in cave flames is probably not worth climbing up to the point where he got the cane again, which would have been the alternative. So now Bluesy is not going to be happy when he finds that cape. Because he could have gotten that while he was in town and had it for this trip
Bluesy.
into Cave of Flames.
Yeah, Bluesy just picked up his mitts.
Yeah, Bluesy got the mids now. Probably not too sad about those, but he does need to go into Stockwell Attic to find the cape as well.
Yes. And Piece of Heart on the boss prize. Oh, and a bomb bag, and a real bomb bag on the
Yeah, second
element.
bomb pack is not what you want to get from a non-element boss, but it's better than nothing.
Yes, it's better than a rupee.
Barely.
Barely? I would rather have more bombs. I'm a pleb, and if I have a 10
Oh, I'm not
10
saying
bomb
yeah,
bomb
but
bag,
it's like,
I run out.
compared to an actual item, it's not that much better.
Yes. And Malari was just junk.
Yeah, so just the mids from Clever Flames,
Yes.
which we should have known. Nesman skipped the latter half of it, so of course it had nothing.
Yes. And what? Bluesy picked up another scroll.
That was the great spin. He
Okay,
picked
was
that
the-
up earlier,
oh.
save scammed it away, and now went back to it because he wants that.
Great.
You can quick warp there to get back to the entrance of Malari's Mines. Not sure why Blues is not doing that. We are seeing a chickens play here from Mashi, which, yeah, before you go back into Clever Flames, you probably will check this. Like,
He's
this
getting.
timing for checking this makes sense.
We'll see. He was getting
It's having a
trolled.
bit of issue.
He's having. Yes.
It's not getting trolled. It's just he's telling the Cookos to go where he doesn't want them to go.
Oh, I didn't know you could actually throw them through the gate.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I always thought
You
you had
can't
to.
throw them over the fence besides the gate,
There we go. Okay.
but the fence further away from the gate or through
And-
the gate both work. And it's a book, so we won't know if it pays off until way later.
Yes.
Maybe.
How many books have we seen? Is that first or
I
second?
think that was the first. We've seen a trap for that red book before in Lower
Okay.
Bay Forts. But I think that's it.
Okay. And Hendra's picking up their bow.
Yeah, the balls are nice to find there, but it's not progression right now.
No.
Like, Henry's probably going to do taunting after this, find the mushroom, find the lantern behind that. Which, then he does need to go find that cape. And
Yes.
I hope he's going to go find that before he dips home.
I'm checking Karlov first.
Second route path had a Kinstone. Looks like another Cloudtops. I think.
Yeah, it looks like he's up to 3.
Yes, and I don't remember number 2.
I
There
don't
was
either.
one on Hearth Ledge and one there in the second route path, but I don't know where the second one was. A roll attack on the ice plane. And Nesman's leaving. Yeah, doesn't have anything more without the red sword or the gust jar. Or the flippers for the underwater pot. So Bluesy picked up that lantern. Did Henris do taunting
He's gonna
yet?
get-
I don't think so. No, it looks like he hasn't. Oh, was the vanilla big key check the other Cloud of Skinstone? Yeah,
Could have
okay.
been.
So 2 Cloud of Skinstones and a roll attack from droplets. Not too bad, but really we're hoping for something more.
Like a sword?
Like a sword.
Yes.
Yes. Like a sword. Cape is... like, Henris is going to pick up the cape soon here. That's in Stockwell Attic. Mushroom was in town digging. Ocarina was in the witch digging cave by Syrup's hut. Which Nesman just picked up. Yeah, Mushroom did lead to the lantern.
And there's the cape for Hendris.
Yes. So now Hendris has access to, like, the other check-in fountain
Yes.
which he already has did. And some other stuff in the Minish Lake area. The map.
And Bluesy still hasn't gotten this cape.
No, Bluesy managed to avoid that cape still.
Yes.
He's going to find that Ocarina before the cape. No,
Oh,
wait,
God.
that's... Can he get there? No, he doesn't have access to London or North Minish Woods yet. London Key would give access to that.
Yeah.
But not yet. It's going to do the other Minish Woods digging cave though. Nesman following that Ocarina to Library. Can't do the sequence break here since he doesn't have flippers, so it's just this one check. And Mashy's back in Cave of Flames did pick up those mids, is continuing on towards the back. See how far he goes there. Does have the cape, so if he does end up doing everything, he's still going to be saving a bit of time in the basement over Hendris.
So do you think that Bluesy's going to last location, that cape?
Where's Bluesy going?
He's going back.
Did he leave Cave of Flames earlier and is now going back? Bluesy, there's Stockwell Attic!
And
I don't think Bluesy knows that he skipped Stockwell Attic, because he did bakery and did the bakery in the halfback door from the Minish pot in Romeo's house.
Hendris just picked up his ocarina.
Yes. I think Bluesy just forgot that Stockwell Attic is a thing that has an item. And there's the red sword, that's the Northern Valleyfalls digging cave. So that's Westernwood's access for Nesman. That is locked behind the cape and the reds. So this Bluesy is going to last location that cape soon, probably?
Yes!
Don't know if that's a good thing if it's your third trip up Crenel to a non-element
Bluesy.
cave. Oh.
I think the only other thing in Cave of Flames was that bomb bag, which was on the boss.
Yeah, no, Bluesy is not going to be happy
No,
with this dip at all.
no. I guess he's taking the myth approach of avoid town if at all costs.
Don't think Myth would prioritize, I don't think Myth would value a third dip into non-element Cave of Flames over doing Stockwell Attic.
Non-element Cave of Flames.
Yes. There's a Castakin stone there in the Tribi Ruby Cave, so first part of Question Woods. As well as I think there was Parabeam in there. Fake London Key. And the light arrows were in there, weren't they? Some of those.
Looks like they were. And we'll see what's on the scrub.
Oh, the
A split gauge on the scrub.
shield was also there. Another spin scroll. So that's 4 out of 5 spin scrolls found.
And we're probably going to get a Percy check.
Nah, skip Percy. Always skip Percy. They do have mids and bow to do a lot of checks in castle. They don't have flippers to do all of it. They don't have all the kingstones to get to Fortress either. But yeah, Nesman sending the quick warp there at Castle.
Yes.
He's going to make a misplay and check Percy.
But see, there could be something.
Always skip Percy.
Nope, it's just money. Oh, it's the Jabberknot on
Always
Percy.
yeah, that Jabberknot does actually give them access to the bridge right now,
Yes.
which they can't finish without the Gust Jar. It is an element. And the flippers also give access, which we might see. So I'm saying it's bait.
And Mashi about to get there.
Or it's just irrelevant because they find Gust Jar and flippers and boots on the Westernwood Beanstalk. See, always skip Percy.
Oh, there's another book.
The books are... Wow! All of those were real. So that was boots, Gust Jar, flippers.
Oh, boot.
Yes, boots, Gust Jar, flippers, and a book all on the beanstalk. We are suddenly 4 items from Goblet?
Oh, wow.
Is that right? We need 2 Kingstones and 2 swords?
I believe so.
Yeah, Nesmond
Oh, wait,
doesn't
don't
appear
they-
to have the Graveyard Key, but Hendris does have, like, the
Oh,
other
Gus-
runners all have that.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
okay. Oh,
yeah,
including
so
the Gust Jar,
everyone
okay.
except Nesmond has the Graveyard Key, so...
Nesmond, didn't you see the remotes in Juliet House?
Did Nesmond pick up a Graveyard Key? Maybe his on track has just grown. I guess Nesmond just didn't want to spend the time to grab the remotes.
Well, he was grabbing the easy ones.
Where was the Graveyard Key again?
I might have to look at the spoiler log. Because I
I'm
don't
sure
remember. There's too
someone
much.
in chat will remember
Does someone
where it
remember? Oh, the bomb. Din says the bomb cave just north of the first Krenel climbing wall.
was. Oh, the fairy cave at the very start? Or...
I don't think it was the fairy cave. I think it was
No,
one of
just
the ones with
red
the
shoes.
with the chews, with the pink chews. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Yes, okay, that,
Yeah, the red
the
shoes,
behind the
yes.
wall chest. Yeah, Nesmond must have picked that up. I guess he's not using an auto tracker then. But based on like how quickly items show up when he picks them up, I think Nesmond's using an auto tracker. We'll find out at some point whether he has a Graveyard Key or not. What did Bluesy just do? Did Bluesy
What-
just quick pop out of the Cave of Flames basement? Or
Oh, he died
did he
again.
die again? Oh, Bluesy must be getting tilted
Lucy's
now.
died at least 3 times.
Yes, and 2 of those were in Cave of Flames and were in like bad spots where it takes a
Yeah,
while to get
once
back.
was he tried to hug a.
Yeah, that death was fine. Like you don't care about that death, but these other 2 in Cave of Flames
Yes.
were not nice.
Oh, Mashi getting their light arrows.
Okay, that's where the light arrows were, and
Yeah, and Lon Lon, yes.
that's where the shield and the parabeam and the Kinston was. The Lona
Oh.
Key's fake.
That was. Which Kinstone was it again?
That's another caster Kinston.
Kester? Okay.
The second,
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
Just have so much divergence today that it's kind of hard to keep track of everyone.
Yeah, it's not that, like... Sure, we have some divergence, but... Really, it's... Like, right now, only Nesmond is doing new stuff, for example. Everyone else is doing things we have already seen, so it's like... the red sword is in the northern Wayfosting Cave on the hard piece, yes. Hendris managed to avoid town digging, which means he doesn't have the lantern on this trip into Droplet. No, there's not going to be a vanilla sword on Lucy's screen anytime soon. We did already see Malaria on Henry's screen, and it did not have a sword.
Yep, just jump.
The cape is in Stockwell Attic, which is the one town check that Lucy has access to that he didn't do, I think.
Yeah, he hasn't been there.
Like, he has gone to Fountain, but he has not checked Stockwell Attic.
Okay, Michigan flippers.
Matchy now on that Westernwood Beanstalk, with full a Deepwood starter kit and the boots.
Yeah, very loaded beanstalk.
This was a very good beanstalk, yes.
Yeah, the one I like highly, I've just had trash.
I mean, the one in Highly only has 3 spots, so...
Yeah, but they were all bad. Oh, another bottle from Ashy. Okay, nice.
Okay, yes, that second ice block in droplets was a Kinstone, so that was the other close Kinstone that we know about. From out of the 3 we've seen so far. So yeah, we are looking for the other 2 of those close Kinstones and 2 swords, and I forgot earlier, the grip ring.
Yes.
But that's still just 5 items from Gomod. 50 minutes in. Okay, Henry's now in town digging, is going to pick up the mushroom, which has, which leads to lantern. Are those remotes fake? Did someone pick up the ones in Julietta's house? Okay, Mesh picked up the ones at Julietta's house.
Yeah, the ones at the dojo are fake.
So, yeah,
Okay,
Swiftblade the
and then-
first, having some fake remote bombs.
I'm just getting his mushroom, so he'll be able to get his lantern.
Which he will
Post
then take to
droplets.
Henry's ledge. Well, half ledge. Yes, he has just come from droplets.
Yes.
And is now getting the lantern. Does need to go to Northern Redfall digging for the red sword. So, let's see if he does that. That's the 3rd red book we've seen.
Okay.
Like, not the 3rd book, it's the 3rd red book.
It's fake. 2 out
Yes,
of
there
3.
was... I don't remember where the actual red book was, but there was also a fake in Southway Falls on the hard base. Was that on the Westernwood Beanstalk or as well?
Could have
The red book? I think so. From Meshy's on track, it actually looks like he's on 2
Why did
books, so I guess there was another one in Kester.
And that's what picked up the... Oh, Gust Jar. I forget where that was.
Westernwood Beanstalk.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
With
yeah.
the flippers and the...
Oh, yeah, okay. I missed... This is too much going on.
There were too many items there, yes.
Yes. It was a very unusual beanstalk. And usually not that loaded.
No, Nesman has the red book, right? And then
So,
Meshy found one other somewhere.
maybe the blue one?
I'm not sure. Oh, but no, sorry. Yes, the red book was on chickens that Meshy
Oh, yeah,
got.
that's
And
right.
Nesman's...
Yes.
Okay, the one Nesman has is the one from Kesto. Sorry, yes, that's where Meshy found that first book.
And at just over 52 minutes, Nesman getting the first element.
And this is where Bluesy realized that he has missed something.
Yes. And just a small key.
Well, yes, could have known that beforehand.
Weapon Hendris getting his real remote bombs.
Like, Green Shoe did not just have a small key. Also had an element, which
Yes.
is kind of important.
Yes. Unlike Hyrulean
Unlike
Lapras.
Lerock,
Lerock,
which-
yes.
did not have an element, it only had 30, the 30 bomb back, or like the second bomb back. Looks like Henry's actually going for... No, where's Henry's going? Oh, he's going for Grimblade. And then probably going to check the Valfrosting Cave where the red sword is. At least I'd hope that he does that if he's this close.
Yes. It looks like Bluesy's finally doing some town checks.
Yeah, Bluesy. No,
It's
it's
Minish
not some
checks.
town checks. It's the only town check he has left.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the only check he has left, period. And let's escape. I'm pretty sure, like, when Bluesy went to that third trip up Granite, he thought it was his last location. And it wasn't,
God.
not quite. There was this one check which has the cave.
And Bluesy getting bullied by the small dozers. And finally getting his cape. And I don't think he's very happy.
I don't think he's very happy.
But it's his own damn fault. But to be
Yes, but still. Henry's
Oh,
picked up the red
and
Bluesy just forfeit.
forfeit.
Okay then. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll invite him in here, but probably should do that when the restaurant.
Yeah.
Everyone saw that here.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Let's see if... Nope, Bluesy's not coming in here.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
He's done with this.
I don't. I
I
completely.
don't blame him.
Yeah, I guess I'm glad I paused his stream. So sorry, you get to. Everyone's gonna know where the cape was,
Yes.
because otherwise we have a black screen.
But yeah, that I'd guess that what happened there is he saw that, like, from his auto tracker, saw, hey, there's a check there, but thought, oh yeah, that's the shop with, like, the visible items.
Yes.
I've checked those. That's nothing. But he just forgot that he had done the other town Minish checks.
Yes.
You often do Stockwell Attic right before Bakery Attic and Halfback Door. Bluesy did those other two from the portal in Romer's house and probably just forgot about Stockwell Attic. Race Time did change something about comments. It added an option to hide comments until after the race is over.
Yes. Just in case to avoid spoilers.
Yes, so now you can put spoilery comments as long as you don't put them in chat.
Yes.
If that option is turned on, which it will be for our weeklies, so.
Yes.
Henry's losing time. Always skip Percy.
Yes. Doesn't look like there was Was that the, no, that wasn't the... Was that the Minish Flipper checks that... Flipper caves? The Sean caves that Nadsman was just
Sean
in?
Cave is not the Minish Flipper Caves.
Oh, it's not. Okay. Oh, that's the gold. Oh, those. Oh,
Goldfish
sorry.
caves is the
Those are the
Minish
goldfish
Flipper's
caves. Okay, there's so many.
Who do you think just did that? Because Meshi is in Deepwood.
I thought it was
maybe has some-
Nesman, but maybe I
No,
could have been
Nesman
mistaken.
did the lake.
Okay.
Flipper Minish Caves.
Okay.
So yes, Nesman did Minish Flipper Caves in Minish Woods, but it wasn't Goldfish Caves.
Okay.
It was the one that you access from the lake.
Okay. Okay, and Hendra's picking up another bottle. And
Yeah,
Nesman
Hendris
back in
hasn't
droplets.
done the Great Beanstalk, and Hendris, you have the remote bombs already. Hendris did pick up those remote bombs in Julietta's house. Should not have fallen for that trap. Anyways, yeah, Hendris now probably going to go for the Western Woods Beanstalk. He did not skip the Beanstalk. He did some of the checks in Caster first, since you want to get the Windcrest there anyways. The order doesn't really matter too much. Because after this, it's going to be like, hey, you just got Deepwood access. And everything to clear it. Yes, I'm ignoring the nut on Percy. That doesn't exist. There's no check named
Yeah.
Percy.
Percy doesn't
Always skip
exist,
Percy.
right? Okay, so Hendris getting his loaded beanstalk. And there's where the that was the green book.
Yeah. Oh, Lucy, sorry, Hendris does like rushing hiking. Those
Yes.
flippers do also give access to that. You might be doing that now. Like, just full clean caster, since can.
Yes. And there's another scroll.
That was long spin.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Meshi going for green shoe to pick up that element, Nesman going through droplets to pick up that element. So we've seen Deepwood already, and no, Hendris does not have the red book. That's on chickens. He has not done that.
Yep. You got the.
That
There's
is
one.
the second fake red book.
Yes.
From
Well, he fell for the
I
fake
think Hendris
remotes.
has been to Lower Valeforce, South Lower Valeforce, so I think that is the second fake red book that Hendris actually grabbed.
Meshi and Green Chew about to pick up his first element.
Yes, now the question becomes, where do they go after this? Like, obviously, you have droplets and Deepwood to clear. But what then, once you have those elements? And one of those options is Caster, which Hendris is clearing right now. But what else do they have? Like, there's a few spread around. Like, there's a few checks behind the flippers and boots,
Yes.
and I guess the Gus Shaw and Grieger to check. Sure, there's always a sword in Fortress of Gormod, but they don't have access to that yet. We're still missing a Castikin stone. Hey,
Oh,
there's
there's
Lana
the
Key.
actual Lon Lon key.
Not really helpful once you have the cape, but
No.
Nesman opening up Octo. We'll see if he goes for mana. Wait, no. He's not going for mana. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, Meshi done with Deepwood. It's probably just going to head over towards Lake. Meshi has not picked up that Ocarina yet, which is on the way if he's going from here to Lake now. It's in the Witch Digging Cave, so the other Minish Witch Digging Cave that you see here. So yeah, Meshi going to pick up that Ocarina. Investments onto the third phase of Octo, gets one bash. And then a 3-rock. So good RNG for Nesman. Henry's about to be done with hiking. Just the last item there, and it's a Kinstone.
Are Kinstones ever traps?
No.
That was a Cloud
That's a Cloudless Kinstone, that's required. Kinstones are never traps because of the sparkle effects.
Okay.
So those wouldn't show up correctly, I think. I think that's the reason why we don't have Kinstone traps. Oh look, another bomb back on a boss, but this one was an element boss.
Was it?
Bomb back on Octo, yes.
Okay. Can you have traps on bosses or no?
Yes.
Okay. That was an actual bomb bag then.
Any check can be a trap, but that was an actual bomb bag. I'm saying caster Kinstones are not required for sure. As in, if it's a caster Kinstone, then Henry's has a choice in front of him, whereas if it's a Cloudless Kinstone, it's just, oh yeah, that was required, great.
Yes.
Like, doing hiking and finding caster Kinstone there, I mean, you go to Fortress in that situation, because it's just, that is the scenario in which your play just paid off, so you play to that, but... It's a bit more scary than just finding the Cloud of Kinstone there and knowing that you were correct to do that.
Oh, he's a wallet. Unrequired in droplets.
Yeah, Nesman picked up both wallets. No, sorry. I think Nesman picked up 2 extra wallets in droplets earlier.
Yeah, he's up to 900.
That's the grip ring! Henry's just found the grip ring in the pond, in the lake. That's... Do you now, with the gripping, do you go up by force or do you go up Trenya?
Oh, there is...
Oh, there's a blue sword.
Yes.
You do graveyard first.
Go to graveyard forehead.
So graveyard is just, there's an element there, and
Yes.
it's a lot, and it's a very check dense area, so it's just a great play
Yes.
once you get access. But also, we are now 2 items from combo.
Yes.
Henry's is ahead.
Yes.
With those, like, okay, so if Nesman just goes there right now and picks up those 2 items, then it's fine for Nesman. Like, those things that Nesman and Meshi are doing that Henry's didn't do yet are going to be required, which is the element dungeons. Except if Henry's manages to go mode those. then he might save some time. That said, like, Graveyard is still a better play than either of Droplets or Deepwood when all of them are elements. And no, we are missing one sword and one kinstone. We have seen 4 Cloudtops kinstones. So Nesman has 3 Cloudtops kinstones, and there's another one that does not yet have hiking. So Nesman did pick up that blue sword.
Yes.
And looks like he is going to pick up that grip ring.
There we go.
So, basically Henris has found that Cloudtops kinstone in hiking, which is an advantage, whereas Nesman has already gotten 2 of the elements that Henris could get, but hasn't yet spent the time going to them. Is about the difference between the 2 of them. So I wouldn't call Henris ahead for sure, but that Cloudtops kinstone in hiking is an advantage.
Hendris hasn't finished any.
No, Henris has been avoiding the element dungeons that they can clear, and so far I can't fault him for it, because, like, I would rather have access to Graveyard first, and then do, like... Especially Deepwood can be a lot quicker if you go moded, if you find the boss key early. I don't remember where the big key was in Deepwood this time around.
I don't either.
Yeah, sorry, Henris doesn't need a Cloudtops kinstone, he needs an Über den Wolken kinstone, but we do usually just translate those. Henris playing in German, yeah?
Yes.
I think he's the only one in a different language out of the runners we have.
I believe so. I don't think Nesman or Mashi would play in a non-English language.
Yeah.
Because I believe English is both of their native languages.
Henris is German, and the kinstone names are easier to tell apart
Yes.
at a glance, which is why some people play in a different language even if their native language is
Yes.
English. So, Cloudtops and Caster kinstones both start with a C, which is really all you need to read in a text box, whereas in other languages you can tell them apart way more easily. So that's the reason that some people play in a different language. And it's just, like, you don't spend a lot of time reading text when playing this game.
No.
Yeah, Nesman did have the key, did turn that into Damper just now. There's another kinstone! There's a kinstone short cave.
Yeah, there's.
That's the last Cloudtops kinstone. We are 1 item from go mode. But no, 1 item from no mode. But so where's the Cloudtops kinstone that Henris is missing? Oh, was one deeper in Droplets, wasn't there?
I believe
The second Ruby path had one, didn't it? So that's easy to find. Another book trap. Books don't like being read today.
No.
So Henris just needs to go do Octo, do Green Shoe, he'll find this last Cloudtops kinstone on the way. Do Graveyard and Rush Palace, maybe? I don't know where the fourth sword is. But considering there's the rupee spots on way forwards to go, there's Cloudtops and one trap
dog
to go.
food.
There is dog food.
He just got, yeah, Tendris picked up the dog food.
Henry's probably heading to Graveyard here. He might be heading
Looks
up
like
the
it.
forts. No, this is Graveyard. Okay. Yeah, it's going to grab the element from there. Makes a lot of sense. These are very quick checks, and you need the element anyways. So now Henris is starting to go pick up elements, which, if he continues that, goes into Droplets, he'll find his last Cloudtops kinstone. Do we want to have a bet for the 4 sword?
Sure.
We do have a lot of the game left for it to be. So the bot will show the bet in chat soon, but once it is, you can put !bet followed by where you think the foresword is going to bet up.
Where do you think the foresword is?
Old Man Myth.
Okay. Old Man Myth or Old Man Myth 2?
Yes.
The second. Okay.
No, yes. One of the two.
Okay. Pick your poison.
I don't think we've seen Griegel 1 yet, but they could have checked it a while ago.
Yes.
Whereas Griegel 2 is... Okay, we have seen Griegel 1, so yes. Griegel 2 is the one that's left. I wasn't sure about that. But yeah, we do have a bet for Fortress there, which is not too unlikely, but we have not yet seen the last Kinstone. We have a bet for George, which... It could happen. It wouldn't be nice, but it could happen. We have a bet for Fifi. The dog's called Borken in the EU version of this game. Sorry. There is no Fifi in this version of this game. No, we know what you mean, but... Yeah, why would comms ever pay attention?
Yeah.
Nesman about to pick up that Kinstone in Sean Cave.
Is that their final one? No, it's not. They still need one more.
Yeah, Nesman has not yet gone to hiking.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Hiking is where Nesman's last close Kinstone is.
Yeah, except for that beanstalk, things have been kind of scattered.
Yeah, we had a great beanstalk in Western Woods, and then a few very much out of the way locations for
Yes.
Kinstones, and a few that were just on the way. Yeah, I imagine Nesman will be going towards Vale-Falls and Cloudtops soon.
Yes.
With the Ocarina, double dipping Cloudtops is really not a big deal. Nesman is going for Kester. Wait, did he think that was a Kester Kinstone? I think Nesman misread what Kinstone he just got from Champagne. So Nesman probably thought he just picked up the last Kester Kinstone, in which case, yes, it would make a lot of sense to rush
Yes.
Fortress. But it wasn't.
You can't exactly get into Fortress. Okay, and at the... just over the 116 mark, Hendris gets his first element.
Yes, he does have
Whereas-
access to 2 more in Droppers and Deepwood, so...
Yes, whereas
It's
Mesh,
not as bad as it seems, but that was the first element for Hendris.
yeah, Meshi's
Whereas
on their
Nesman
second.
is on 3 already.
Yes.
Meshi about to pick up second.
Number 2.
Yes. Now, Nesman, this looks like a Vale-Falls dip. Yes.
Yes.
Nesman is going to go up Vale-Falls here. Same as Hendris,
Hendris.
actually. They're both going here. Hendris had already checked this one check, so he had already opened the door. Oh, I see, Zavazar. Hendris is collecting the elements in order, that's why he had to start with the earth element. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
What are the other elements? Which one does he need to get next?
Oh, there is the 4-sword. Hold on.
Oh, it's in Vale-Falls! Well, that's, get the bet close. I don't think anyone
Yeah.
got that. We are no mode.
No, no one got the...
So, Zavazar, what you're saying is Hendris should go to Octo. I agree. It has his last Kinstone on the way, let's just go mode. What was your bet? Oh, somewhere on the way. No. I mean, kind of.
That's a little too...
That's a bit general.
Yes, general.
Like, somewhere on the way would have been something that you would have had to check anyways, like checks in palace that you were checking anyways to get keys, or something like that.
Yep, Meshi got there. Like an element. And another bomb bag.
Yeah, that was Meshi's third bomb bag. I don't know where the fourth overall bomb bag was, because I don't think Meshi got the one of Gilrock. Yeah, this seed had a lot of book traps. I don't know how many we're up to now, but... Hey, there's a real book!
Okay.
That's the third book. Henris is missing one of chickens. But that is the third book we've seen.
No, he doesn't.
Like, same for Nesmond, that's Nesmond's second book. He's missing the one of chickens. And it's now on Cloud Tops. The worst thing that could happen to Henris here is finding the caster stone.
Yes.
Henris really just needs to go into droplets, go to Octo, and he will find his go mode, the
Yes.
last stone on the way. Nesmond needs to go into Heil King, which he is in caster right now. Nesmond is a bit apprehensive about picking up that book.
He should.
He's right to be, it is a trap. But couldn't know. That is... the red book is the one Nesmond is missing, so he couldn't know it was a trap.
And Henry's not going to find anything he needs in Cloud Top.
No, the last thing Henris needs is
Yep.
in the second route path in Chamber of Droplets. It looks like Nesmond is going to do Minish checks here, so this is going to be go mode soon for Nesmond. If he actually sticks around for all of hiking. Which is not a guarantee, but it's also not unlikely at this stage. And if Nesmond goes here, this is going to be sub 2. It could very well be, since at that point, like, Nesmond needs to go do all the fusions and cloud shops, go through Palace, go through DHC. Could do that in 35 minutes. Henris probably has 1 or 3 more checks here. He already did those upper ones, so he probably just has this one chicken cloud tops. And then 2 more fusions, of which he's going to do 1 now and need the Kinstone for the last. So we'll see where Henris goes after this. At this stage, Nesman is ahead of Henris, since he's going to hit Gomod here, and he does have 2 extra elements over Henris. But if Henris goes 2 droplets now or like soon, looks like he's going to Deepwood instead, which isn't too bad. Like I said, I don't remember where the boss he was. Doing it the other way around would obviously mean that he would go more Deepwood, but it's not too bad. At least he is going to, hopefully going to grab his elements now, and that will lead him to that last Kingstone. Nesman is really fearing that this is a caster Kingstone. But it is a Cloud of Kingstone. That's go mode for Nesman.
Yes.
Could see how apprehensive Nesman was about picking that up. He did not want to see caster wilds there.
And Mashi's still apparently he's missing 2 swords and 2.
Yeah, Mashi found the grip ring. Did not find the sword in London Boots checks. Is going to find the Kingstone in Sean Cave here. Does also need to find the Kingstone in Hiking.
Yes.
So needs to go to Hiking, needs to go to London for the boots checks. Oh, Henris left Droplet area to check that Tingle statue.
You should know the Tingles.
Henris, just do your element dungeons. It's like droplets.
Endress.
You need to go through Octo anyways.
Always checking.
He's checking Regal. 1.
This is the quiver.
Yeah, Henry seems to be avoiding those element dungeons that he has access to quite hard. And
where is he always?
Would let him to some items, but at this point it's just greedy. I don't know.
He's doing all the overworld checks.
He's doing everything else, and it's not what he needs to do. Oh, okay, at least he's saved either in Deepwood or like Minish Village on the way. Yeah, he saved in Minish Woods there to not have to go back, like at least saving a bit of time. So he just checked those 3 things and then saves come back there.
And Mashi just grabbed his 4th Cloud Top Skinstone.
Yeah, so Mashi, like we mentioned earlier, needs to
go to
go to London, check the Minish path, behind boots, go to Hiking. Grab that Kingstone. Dog food will take him close to London, probably. Turning that in afterwards, you can, like, if you're quick go after, you will go right towards London. Is checking the Browry here? I guess he hasn't done that yet. Mashi did find the Ocarina quite late, so might not have done this. So
and shockers. Endress is actually in a dungeon.
Yes, Endress did to a dungeon. It's not the right one.
Yeah.
He needs to go to the other element dungeon that he has access to. But yeah.
Well, at least he's getting a dungeon.
At least he's getting progress done now.
Yes.
Like, Henris is still quite a bit ahead of Mashi here. Depending on how long it takes Mashi to find those things, it will stay that way or turn over, but... the Kinstone The Henry's Niece is definitely easier to find than the three things Meshi needs to find, which... looks like Meshi is now going up their falls, so will orphan that cliff chest a bit since it doesn't have blue sword. Which, we know that is the 4 sword, so that might then also turn into a problem for Meshi later. Who knows? Whereas Nesman is in Palace, is going to go mode this. Sword beam in the first chest.
Meshi's.
Yeah, Meshi is going up into Cloudtops.
Oh, he picked up a book.
Oh, yes, Meshi
book?
does have all books. It's going to be able to check Yalari.
Going into
So
Cloud Tops.
we might actually see that check. Well, we probably will.
Yeah, after he goes through Cloud Tops, he's not
Like,
going to be.
Yalari is an easier check to make
Yes.
than hiking, so we probably see Yalari from Meshi.
But he's going to do all the mitts checks in Cloud Tops,
Yeah.
which we know is nothing.
2 Smockies on the
There's where the
rupees.
boss key was in Deepwood.
Okay, so everything after this is what Henris could have skipped if you went to drop this first, but
Yes.
it's fine. It's not that, it's not that much. I don't know. Do you remember what was on Whiz Ropes in Palace? Doesn't anyone have the boss key yet?
I'm gonna have to. I actually have the spoiler log, which is why I'm not going to join any bets, even though I haven't looked at it yet. But
Yeah.
I just want to check where some stuff is because it's been a little chaotic.
I mean, most of the stuff is it's fine, right?
Yeah.
We know about most of it. We know what, we know where the thing that Henris needs is, we know where the things that Meshi needs are. I was just curious if Nesman has the boss key, because he is skipping pot push, which most people would only do that if they already had the boss key, but this is Nesman, so who knows? It could be that the boss key was on this rope, in which case-
is that Palace Wizrobe kill?
Probably?
Okay, that's where the boss key was.
Okay. Oh, and apparently Nesman never picked up the power bracelets. That would also explain skipping pot push, yes.
Yes.
But okay, Nesman already has the boss key, so it's fine either way. In go mode, if you have the boss key at that stage, you don't need to do pot push.
No.
Worst case, pot push has a small key, and fan loop has a small key. Then you're not going to pick up those two, but there's
What's
2
that?
doors that you don't open in go mode palace.
Was that a small key in that crate?
No.
It wasn't? Okay.
Below the heart piece is arrow refill, and I don't know what was in the chest, but you had a small key before.
Okay.
But the thing we could see was an arrow refill, so
Okay.
no, not a small key there. Still need to search for 2 more. This been having a bit of trouble with this red darknet.
Yep.
We usually just confuse it and give it a nudge off the edge, but
There we go.
there we go. I don't know what you mean, Coach. Palace Wizrobe kill obviously means that specific Wizrobe kill, and not the fire, not the twin Wizrobes or the fire Wizrobe kill chests. Also in Palace. Right?
That one's not a bad one.
No, it's obvious that Wizrobe kill means
Oh, and
that
we are
Wizrobe
getting
kill and not the other two Wizrobe kills.
we are getting a Yalari check from Mashi.
I don't know which Wizrobe and Moblin fight you mean. I think that's part of Fan Loop, which it's not really close enough to the chest for the chest to be named after that. No, I was talking about the checks that I think there's the one's called Twin Wizrobes and the other might just be Fire Wizrobes or Triple Fire Wizrobes or something like that. But yes, both of those are also checks in Palace, and no, the names are not good. So, Henry's picked up one element of Green Shoe. Now, Henry's, go to droplets.
Oh, checking
Yeah,
Borkin.
so Pot Push was one key. The trio means that you can't skip anything else until you find that other key that you still need. There's not found one key somewhere, I think. Is this possible back door? So there's two more that.
There's another key.
That's the same key on Pot Push.
Oh, that was okay.
Yes, he's not getting that one.
Okay.
That's a bit out of the way. Here's another Wizrobe kill. This one's the Fire Wizrobe one. This one just did the Twin Wizrobe.
Oh, there's a small key.
Okay, there's a key. So I think that's it for Nesman. Yeah.
And Nesman wisely not doing great spin strats on those.
Nesman's just keeping them at bay with sword slashes.
Yeah, that's the better strat because you can get grabbed.
Yeah, it's just that with Great Spin you're always moving, and you will be moving towards them, and if you move into them, they will just grab you.
Yes. They
You
want to
can
give
use
you a
Great Spin,
hug.
and it does, like Great Spin does do more damage than slashes, so you can use Great Spin, but you don't want to be moving towards them
No.
too much. So Great Spin, like, it's easy to get grabbed. Bow can be nice, except hitboxes are sometimes weird, and then they come up to you from a weird angle and grab you, and like if you're at the other side of the room, firing a few arrows at them is great. Once they get close, you want to mash sword and just keep them away.
I think isn't the best place to use arrows is it in Cave of Flames? Or is it in Fortress? No, I think it's in Fortress where you can use the bow on them, but you're at an upper level.
Oh, there is the place in Fortress.
Yes.
Before the Vanilla Bosky chest, yes, where you can shoot down at them from the high ground and be completely safe.
Yeah, that's the only place, right, where it's a good idea to use the bow.
I mean, I use the bow for those. Sometimes I use the bow for the ones at the Minish portal in Fortress. It's just, you got to be aware that you can't let them close. So you either got to keep your distance by just running away sometimes, or just smash at them with the sword if they get close. But like, if you are at a distance, bow is strange. If you let them get close, not so much. Nesman discovering that he does not have down thrust, so he's going to need to create clones for this fight. Henrys didn't make it to droplets. Is going for 3 here now. Might just do Blue Chew, which would be a waste of time, but it's Henrys. Yeah. Henrys does like doing this.
Yeah, Hendris doesn't like to skip Blue Chew.
And Nesman about to be done with Georg here. This is the last phase, so there we go. That's Georg down for Nesman, which means Nesman is going to grab his 4th element here, and is going to be going into DHC soon. Where in DHC all they need to, they need to find 1 small key, but that's in one of the first 3 checks. And then they need to find a big key, which can be in any of 9 checks. So we usually have a bet.
I am ready to open it. If you want to open it. Okay, there we go.
Let me go explain it then. Well, yeah.
Oh, well.
So it's just, Nesman is going to enter DHC. We pick up the chests in some order. We bet on which number of chests the big key is in for Nesman. Or the first round to enter DHC, which in this case, it's going to be Nesman. Henry's finding the compass of Blue Shoe.
Nice.
So yeah, just something you could have avoided. So Henry's going into the Dark Maze. Meshi did find the blue sword. Is in the Royal Valley now. Going to get the element of the Royal Crypt. Still needs to go hiking, and then the 4 sword for Meshi is in Wayfords.
So 2 more items.
Yes, and the cliff chest in Wayfords is relatively easy to find. The thing that makes it a bit harder is that Meshi has already climbed up Wayfords and does have the Ocarina. But it's still, that's a check that you're going to get on the way, probably. Hiking, not so easy, but... And DC Gormod Palace. While Henrys is now going to the last chest of the Dark Maze, he's going to find his go mode on the second ruby path here in Droplets. Still going to need to go to Octo then, and then go through Palace. So that'll take a bit more time, but... I should close that bet.
Okay.
We saw one was that... Did Nesman skip the king, or did... Nesman skip the king, right?
I was watching Henrys. I can...
Sure, someone was watching Nesman. I think he should skip the king. I'm pretty sure he skipped the king based on timing. That. So that was the first check with the Smoky, and now it's just... Okay, everyone agrees that no one was watching Nesman, but we're all pretty sure he skipped the king. Sounds good.
I'm going to check the VOD quick.
Don't worry about it. If Nesman tells us afterwards that he didn't skip the king, we're like, no, Nesman, you skipped the king. What are you talking? Check number 2 with the compass. I don't know what Henrys is staying around for, he's deciding whether to go for the ice plane or not. Henrys is in go mode, he did already grab the concern of the Ruby Path, right? So, he just needs to go to Octo, go to Georg, go to Vati.
he did skip king.
Yeah. Okay, so... Nesman 2 checks in, is going to grab the red orb next, then probably do the clone's chest, maybe do the king at that stage. If he still didn't have the big key by then, obviously. Then continue on to the blue orb and into towers. Yeah, Nesman equipping bomb. Oh, Nesman didn't set this quick bomb. But skipping the king again. Okay. No? Is he going to do the king now? He's going to do the king now. Okay. Based on how he went down there first, I'm pretty sure he meant to set his quick warp, but is now using this opportunity to do say like, okay, I'm closer to the king. Let's just grab that now. Henry's getting a very nice fight on the twin meta pillars there. Using one great spin to kill the first, make the second vulnerable and get enough hits, and to finish it off with a few slashes. So check number 3, the king, is a small key. And now going for the clone's chest. Did already equip bombs way earlier to do bomb strats on this room coming up. Doesn't quite get there. Too far left on the pink position after. Just try again. I'm pretty sure it's faster to just create clones if you have all the... Then try again, like if you have all the spin upgrades, which they do.
That was faster.
Yeah. Like if you get the bomb straight first try, I think it's barely worth it, and afterwards just create clones.
And Nesman screwed up the puzzle. Twice.
Again.
Third time's the charm.
Not one we usually see the runners having trouble with, but...
Okay, looks like...
Meshi found that Kingstone in hiking. Is now going through cloud tops. Notably did not grab the cliff chest there. So he just avoided the forethought. He's probably going to full clear palace now before going back for that. So that's a bit unfortunate.
Yes.
So, Nesman coming up on towers. He's missing the map, the randomized item, 2 small keys, and the big key for options for what can be in those 5 chests remaining in here. And obviously the vanilla big key chest can't be a small key because it's locked by all the small keys. So Nesman deciding to start with the southeast tower.
Okay, so I'm actually doing Gregor 1 at like 148 mark.
Hello, Myth. Yes, that is kind of what's happening, but also, this was an interesting seed.
Yes.
But yeah, Bluesy forfeit after avoiding that cape you should still be seeing there for way too long, which by way too long I mean he climbed up Krennel for non-limit Cave of Flames 3 times. Yes, Meshi is going to be looking for the Four-Sword in Palace and not going to find it because it's in Veyfolds on the cliff chest. Nesman found another small key in the southeast tower. He's now going for the northeast tower.
Is he up to check 5? Or is this going to be check 5?
This is going to be check 6.
Oh, check 6? Okay.
Check 5 was the southeast tower.
Okay.
So check 6 is the map. Going for the southwest tower next. And failing another walking type puzzle.
Yes.
That's been really not liking these today for some reason.
No. And Mashi and Hendris both in Palace, but Hendris able to go mode, whereas Mashi's going to still be looking for his Four-Sword.
That's the last cast against Stun and DHC.
Nice.
So, that's the randomized item, which means the last tower is going to be a small key and the big key is going to be check number 9 for Neswin. But also, that's the last cast against Stun and DHC.
Nice.
And
someone did bet 9.
There was no way you were going to fortress this.
So it's
well,
definitely...
I guess... No, there's no way you're going to fortress this.
So it's definitely 9.
Yes, it's definitely 9.
Okay, there we go.
So this is going to be check 8 for Nesman, but he's going to find a small key here, and then check 9 is going to be the vanilla big key. So congratulations to Datenchi for winning that bet.
I believe. Yep, there's the big key.
Yeah, Henry's getting the big key on the whiz rope kill there. Which Meshi is just past that, looks like, but also missing the Four-Sword. So, oh no, wait, Meshi is a bit further in. Sorry, but like, yeah. Like, Meshi is further into Palace, but pretty sure Hendris will overtake Meshi here due to not having to do stuff like pot push and fan loop, looking for the Four-Sword, which
is not
Meshi's not going to find the Four-Sword in here. Whereas Nesman is now going towards Vati. yeah, here we see Meshi going for pot push. Makes sense, you're looking for items. It is a Smoky, which you don't want to miss a Smoky on pot push if you're going to full clear this dungeon. But it's also just time lost due to not finding the 4-slot earlier. So it makes total sense in his position to do it, but that is also where Hendrix is going to overtake Meshi in Palace. So Nesman now on Vati 1, the small eye deciding there that it did not need to get hit by that slash. Did not get lit on fire though, so Nesman recovering from that fine. Getting the second phase of ice. Going for the third phase. I hope. I didn't see the things, but sometimes you don't when the gust is that close. No, okay, Nesman had not gotten in enough hits on the second phase. And did not charge up another spin for the third phase there, so did not get that in one cycle either. Going to need a few more slashes on Vati here. And that's Vati 1 down. And this one's on off to Vati 2. Henderson Palace is just looking for one more Smoky. Meshi is going to take the D2 to the fan loop and the vanilla big key chest here in Palace. Looking for that 4-sword. Not going to find it, but gotta search for it if you don't have it. Nesman doing the first two phases of Vati 2 there. First 2 cycles. Just one more to go. There's the spin and the slash. That's Vati 2 down. Grabbing a quick refill of the fairies there and then off to Vati 3. Vati being a bit protective of his vulnerable arm there.
Yes.
Getting very much in the way of Hendrix trying to get into it there. There we go. Hendrix managing to find a way inside.
I mean Nesman.
Sorry, Nesman. Hendrix is using the bow on those Flomases we were talking about earlier, and that is too close. That is too close for using the bow.
Hendrix.
Bow is not a bad idea if you don't let them get close, but that is too close.
Yes.
So yes, demonstrating, like, you can one-shot them with normal arrows, which is nice. And, like, that makes killing them quite easy. But you can't let them get close. If they get close, you just have to start slashing them down instead. Nesman off to the last part of Vati 3. 3 rounds of tennis to go. That's the first one down there. You don't need more than 2 hits, and the spin at the end of the row attack does do 2 hits, 2 instances of damage. So that's just a quick way to get those 2 hits in on each of these cycles. So second, very clean, and about to get the last one. Right, that's GG for Nesman. Finishing sub 2 with a time of 1 hour 59 minutes 3 seconds. He is going to join us for an interview here momentarily. Meanwhile, Henry's about to get to Georg. Mashi still looking for the Forgotten Palace. Obviously without success. GG's Nesman.
Yeah, GG's Nesman.
I genuinely burst out laughing when I found that.
That Kazakhstan?
I burst out laughing and gave myself cramp as I was just...
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Yeah.
Like, for non-dungeon items in DHC, the Kinstone locking non-element fortress is pretty high on the list of things you are very happy to see there.
Yeah, I was just glad that I had everything. God, the other problem is that gives Hendrix an idea for what his seed could be next. I actually couldn't believe how nice that seed was, really.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a pretty nice each.
Yes.
Like, there was a Kinstone in Shawn Cave, but you had mids way before Grip Ring, so that was fine. There was a Kinstone in Hiking, which was pretty much the only bad thing, I think.
Yeah, I didn't trust it. I was like half expecting it to be a caster Kinstone.
We could tell! You were so apprehensive about picking that up, it was like, this is going to be a Caster Kinstone and then it's going to lead into all the fortresses. No, it's a Cloud of Kinstone and
Yes.
just
Yeah,
get
because
that.
I misread the one that I got up in Grenell. I thought
Yes.
I read it as a caster.
Yeah. I mean, it brought you to Caster, so... That was where your other Kinstone was.
Yes.
I think the only real bad thing I did in that was I double dipped Templar droplets because I didn't go to Vale Falls first.
Sure, but like... You were looking for a sword, it makes sense to just go into droplets when you could. And, like, you had the Ocarina, it's not like that cost a lot of time to get back there.
And I can't believe we almost got Logical Nut.
What do you mean? Skip Percy. Always skip Percy.
And
Percy was a waste of time.
Hendris picking up his final element.
Yeah, so Henris is now going to go into DHC.
Or his vanilla big key, which he does not know about.
Yeah. Henris might manage to avoid that Caster Kinstone, I guess. He does not like doing South Powers. Oh yeah, the mushroom was also pretty great.
Yes. Mushroom
Like,
for
I'll-
at
lantern.
that stage we were
Working
like,
on it.
okay, Nesmith found the mids in Cave of Flames, but those might not be required. Okay, there's mushroom behind mids, but that might not be nope, it's lantern.
Yes.
Because at that time, Bluesy and Meshi had dipped out of Trenel without going deep enough into the Cave of Flames to get the mids. And then, like, they went back later, but so Bluesy then went back later, dipped out again after finding the mids. Still hadn't found Cape, and went back again before finding the Cape. So he very much last location bet, which is like, I'm like guessing he just thought he had done that check together with like Bakery and Half Backdoor, which he did
Yes.
way earlier.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how much I was finding in town.
Yeah, what was in town? Like like mushroom into lantern and the cape?
Yeah, the cape, and there was a bow in there.
Oh, there was a bow on the school rooftop, right? You didn't need that, did you? Where was the other bow?
The other bow was in Western Woods, the first bomb cave.
Yeah, so you didn't need that bow in town.
Yeah, but the light arrows are much flashier.
You didn't fire a single light arrow this seed, did you?
Well, I'd like to think I half expected the rest of this seed being a case of where's the four sword, and I'm glad I found the four sword before the last Kinstone, but we didn't have to
that
worry
is
about
what Meshi is thinking right now. Where's the four sword? He's missing the one.
Yeah, Meshi's
in
only on blue sword.
Yeah, Meshi did not get the cliff chest. So Meshi went up, found the gripping, went up Wayfolds before finding the blue sword. So did not find the blue sword at the time. And then when he going to Palace, he just fluted there and did not check the cliff chest.
Oh no. Where was down thrust? Because I thought I actually had that.
I'm not sure, but no,
I
he
can
has a
check.
spoiler.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Because I actually thought I had that. I think it's one of a few that I didn't actually pick up.
According to your tracker, it's one of two scrolls you're missing. And
Yeah,
the others
long and down I didn't get. I'm also glad the power bracelets didn't come into it.
Minish middle right fusion.
Minish middle right fusion. Wait, what?
That's what it says in the
Yeah,
spoiler.
that's Minish. That's Minish loop.
Okay.
Oh, is that Minish Woods?
That's Minish Woods. That's the right side. That's just up like a bit above the right side portal in South Minish Woods. How did you miss that?
I didn't
That's
check any of
how do
Minish
you
Woods.
keep skipping weird stuff like that? So,
I
do you
always
know
skip
where your
Minish
power
Woods.
bracelets were? Do you know where you skipped your power bracelets?
No.
Sphere 0.
Really? What?
Grimblade hard piece.
Did I?
So, yes, you got really lucky that power bracelets did not end up being required.
Sphere 0 acquired power bracelets. Yeah, that had been brilliant, that. I would have ended up checking everything else.
Now, in the
Yeah.
meantime, Mashi is still looking for his four sword.
Yeah, did now get done with
no.
Georg. At least we know he won't find the Casterkin stone. And get made into that. At least the seed is nice enough to not give you a way of doing that.
Yep, looks like he's gonna last location his four sword.
Well, maybe. I don't know how much is left. Like,
He's
Foskip
in
is
Dr.
still
Left
going
right
to be
now.
higher on his list probably than something like Blue Chip if he hasn't done it. So, who knows? But yes, it's getting close to a last location anyways. Don't know if it's going to be an actual last location.
The only time you don't skip Blue Chew is when it's a Hendra seed. Oh no, sorry, a Myth seed.
No, Henry seeds are the ones with items on Blue Chip. Henrys does like to roll seeds with items on Blue Chip.
Oh, it's
Like,
with-
when you
it's
play a
also
Henry
with
seed, you check hiking, you check Blue Chew. And this seed, hiking had a thing, Blue Chew had a compass, so...
Yeah, if you want to be good at a Hendra seed, just 100% every seed you ever roll.
Yeah, Henders did do a lot of unnecessary overroll checks.
Yeah, Henrys just avoided the element dungeons that he could do for so long.
Really?
He did. He got his first
Like
element pretty late.
like after that great Westerwood Beanstalk,
Yeah, there was so much on that.
like Henrys took another like probably an hour after that to actually go. No, not quite an hour, but like 40 minutes after that before he went to Deepwood, and then after that to go to Droplets. And for a lot of that, it was he was just missing the one cloud of skinstone that was on the second ruby path for Go mod. So. Meshi opening up DHC here, still missing the Force Sword.
Good job the Kinstone is after the Full Sword.
Yes, if the Kinstone was in the basement instead, that would be terrible for Meshi. But no, there's no way to get to that Kinstone without the Force Sword. Yes, you can open DHC without the Force Sword. The only thing that you need with these settings are the elements.
Yes.
You still need the Force Sword in order to get to the Red Warp.
And
But-
kill Vadi, yeah.
There is one check that is in logic, in DHC, with the elements if you don't have the Force Sword. The basement chest. You need the Force Sword to get the check of the king, because that's how you turn him back from stone. And you logically need the Force Sword for the check that Henry is about to do, though the bomb threat that Nesman attempted and that Henry is attempting here does work with whatever sword, if you get it. But yeah, Henry's
fairly
attempting it
fine.
once and then going and creating clones. Retrying that strat is not worth it. Retrying that, like, trying that strat once, sure. Retrying it? No, if you don't get it first try, you just create. Like, if you have all the spin upgrades, well, which you did.
It was a case of like I was getting I had the timing way off, so I thought I'll try it again and then just
Yeah, the timing off? I thought the first attempt failed because you were like a bit too far on the left standing.
Oh no, my first attempt it failed because one of my inputs on the sword didn't go in, so
Oh, okay. Yes, there could be a Force Sword in DHC. That is a thing. If you get the correct element layout, there could be a blue sword in DHC.
don't give dangerous ideas.
We were so close to a seed like that before.
We really
It was a
wanted
few
to be
weeklies
close.
ago. We were so close to getting that, but no, not quite.
And no one's yet rolled that magical seed. of
Kochev, what you're
DHC.
thinking of was the Tingle Trophy leading to a Gust Jar in DHC. Which, that was on the Olympic chest. Like, that is not in Logic without a Force Sword, but it is in Logic without a Gust Jar. And... sorry, Nesman, you were saying something and I interrupted you.
Oh, and Ashley got his Force Sword and entering DHC for the second time.
Well, re-entering DHC.
Yes.
Yeah. It was the vanilla Vicky chest, right? So he does need to get the king and the clown chest at some point. But he is going for the throne chest and the red rope first. Henry's starting with the northwest tower. This was one Smoky, the other Smoky was in the southeastern tower, so... But yeah, Henrys is doing the other northern tower first, after that. He's going to find the map there, if I recall correctly. Or was the compass? That was the map. The compass was in the throne chest. Should do southeast after that, hopefully. Which would mean that he would avoid the caster Kinstone. So I guess we should hope that he does southwest first. But who would do southwest before southeast?
Yep, there's the map.
Yeah, so now it's southern towers left for Andros. One's the smoky, the other is a Kazakin stone. He's going for the smoky. He's going to avoid the Kazakin stone, which means we get to tell him after. So don't spoil things for him before he gets in here in the voice chat, but
Andros getting his vanilla big key.
Vanilla big key.
Yes.
Yes.
And off to Vadi.
Hopefully he'll make a better job of it than I did.
Oh yeah, your Vati 1 was a 5 cycle, wasn't it?
It was forgettable. My Vati 2 went well, and I was actually worried I was going to die on Vati 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
was a
did not
jerk.
want to let you into his armor. Like, he was guarding that entrance
Yes.
very much.
Yeah, he was done too well.
I'm just making short work of the Dark Nuts there. He's going to move on to Vati 1. Smashy activated the red warp, got the clone's chest, is now going for the king, so going to grab those two smokies. Party 1 being nice to Andros there in the second phase, not teleporting at all. And he did slashes on the third phase instead of getting a great spin up. So it's going to not do the 3 cycle, but still quite fast if Vati doesn't teleport too much.
And there's phase 1, or Vadi 1 down.
That was Vati 1 down,
Yes,
so now moving on to Vati 2. Yeah, didn't get a 3 cycle either, but it was a 4 cycle only, at least. The Smash is now going towards from the river to the blue warp, and then has to choose towers to get smokies from to get to the key. I'm just trying for down thrust there. Okay, does get Vati vulnerable with that. Did he not get enough hits in an area phase? Was that just to round up the second cycle?
Okay.
I think it's because he lost his clones, so he didn't let them do enough damage.
But this is phase, this is a phase 2 of Vati 2, so was that on his first cycle? Because, oh no, this was phase 3.
It was, yep.
Oh,
So
I
off
thought
to
he would be moving
Vadi
faster.
3.
Okay, yeah, that looked slower than phase 3 to me, but I guess it was. Okay, so yeah, he finished up a bit of damage while the second phase there with the down thrust. That makes sense. And Meshi did start with the northwest tower. Now goes for the southeast tower. Which looks like fuse checks in the HC on restreams. We had a 9 from Nesman, we had an 8 from Hendrix, we're going to see a 7 from Meshi. Also going to avoid that caster king stuff.
Hendra's getting better RNG from body 3.
Trying for land handles. Did find the one noble eye there. Is now chasing it across the room, but I think he lost it.
Yep, and yep.
Nope, he's bailing.
One
He's
more
going
hit,
for the lamp.
but just after getting the lamp out. So did not quite get land handles, but good attempt. So first round of tin is down.
Oh, and Mashi getting his big key off the body.
There's the second round of tin is for Hendrix. Meshi now entering the gauntlet. And that's it for Hendrix.
Yep, GG's for Hendrix.
He is going to be joining us for an interview here. Moment. As Meshi gets good RNG on the Dark Knight fight, but doesn't quite pin the Black Dark Knight against the wall.
Oh, and as far as I know, Mashi does not have clean.
Hello.
Hello, GG's. Does not have clean
GG's, Hendrix.
game audio, so we are using the interview music playlist or the.
Hooray!
So, Hendrix, how do you like the seat?
Pretty well, actually. Wasn't too bad.
Will
I
you stop avoiding Element Octona?
Yeah.
Would you stop avoiding dungeons and clearing the overworld instead?
Yeah, it's like.
Except for
I
that
should do
hiking.
droplets. Yeah.
Hiking
Oh,
was a good call.
Yeah.
Yes, you got like items for a while, and then it was just like, and now you go do your dungeons, and you're in a great spot, and you can
Yeah.
clear the overworld.
My turn of thought was okay. I would much rather fight my last Cloud Tops up in Cloud Tops and go into both droplets and Deepwood. But Cloud Tops was barren. Well, apart from the
Yes.
Four Sword, but you know.
But at that point, you could have just gone into Deepwood, and it would have been fine.
Well, I went
droplets,
into-
sorry.
I wanted. Yeah. Well, yeah.
You took
okay,
a
fine.
while to.
Yeah, I think I should have done droplets before Deepwood, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Then-
it's fine.
also lost some time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where your last caster kingstone was, by the way?
No.
Do you want to guess?
Okay, I'm guessing Yelawi.
I found it.
Southwest Tower.
Southwest. Oh!
DXC.
This seat did not want you to go to Fortress.
No.
Oh, it's a shame.
So no one
Is
would have
it?
been severely trolled.
Yeah. About those moments, though. Who was the first one who picked those up?
And that's one.
Ah. Because I felt super smart when I picked those up.
You were the last to go up there.
Dang it! Oh.
I imagine I was only the first to get mitts because I
You
didn't
rushed
go
Kremlin,
through Minish Woods.
Yes,
yeah,
like,
you didn't. Apparently,
Yeah.
you still didn't do Minish Woods at the end, based on where Dunstross apparently was.
Yeah, as soon as I did Deepwood, I bailed on it.
yes. It's like, okay, either I check Minish Woods now, and if it has something, I'm gonna get yelled at by iBot, or so either I skip Minish Woods, I get yelled at by iBot, or I do Minish Woods and not get yelled at.
I don't yell at people that much, do I? That's Mood's thing.
Fair enough, yeah.
And
Like,
Mashy on to Vadi 3.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
no,
apart
like,
from
you were the last to go up Kreml,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then Bluesy and Meshy did not find the mids on their first trip up Kreml.
Ah, see?
And then Bluesy did not find the cape when he cleared town after finding the cape.
Oh dear, that's
Yeah.
why he...
And went back
yes.
to Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
And found the mids. And
Oh.
left.
Oh,
And
yeah.
later came back to Cave of Flames.
Oh,
And then realized he had skipped Stockwell Attic.
oh.
At that point you forfeit.
Yes, like,
Just
okay. If you
In
forfeit
case you
that,
were wondering about why that happened.
I was guessing it's either the cape or the mids at that
Yeah,
point.
no, it was the cape. He
Okay.
completely last location that.
Oh, poor Blizzy.
After 3 dips into Cave of Flames.
Oh.
Yes, and dying.
Well, yeah, a few deaths in Cave of Flames too. That
Mm.
weren't nice. So yeah.
But Nesman, did you manage to dodge the lava this time in Cave of Flames? Or did you even do the basement?
I didn't even
No,
do the
Nesman
basement.
dipped after Blue Warp. And never
Ah,
came back.
okay. Yeah,
I did Blue Warp and bailed. But I was tempted to go back after I found the Ocarina.
yeah. I think I should stop thinking of seeds as being AD all the time.
Yeah. Or Hundo.
That's what made me check the element map this late. I think I checked
Yeah,
it like
you did
hour and a
get,
half in.
like, you did very thoroughly do all the checks that you could, like, a lot.
Yeah,
When it
yeah.
was just like, no, just go get your element of Octo, or just like, okay, go, or even like going to Krennet. Like, the reason you were the last to go to Krennet is because you did everything else first.
I know, yeah, I'm usually very thorough.
Yeah,
Try and play the seed like you didn't roll it.
Yes, like it's not a Hendris seed.
Yeah, but still, there's still that worst case scenario in my mind. Sorry, in the back of my mind. Like, okay, you didn't clear Courtyard. What if your final caster is in Courtyard, and that leads to the final cut-off on Mazal? You know, that was
Yeah,
really...
that
yeah.
is something that could happen. But then the seed sucks, so you might as well do everything else first instead of playing to that.
That wouldn't be no fun. GG Smashy. Finishing
Yeah, GG
third.
Smashy.
She just finished.
Oh, and it looks like our final runner, Flavors of Pie, just forfeited.
Aw,
Oh.
I want to know where they were. Let's see, I'm curious like that. Oh dear, okay. Is it okay if I tell where they are? Or not?
Yeah.
They are in Minish Woods with the green sword and a cape equipped.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's
Oh,
bad.
dear.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're fairly new, so it's
Yes.
fine, I guess.
Oh, and Mashy, bring him in. GG's Mashy.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, GG's.
Hello.
GG's.
GG.
So what do you think of that seed?
I thought it was okay. I just ended up missing the Force Sword for
Yes.
Yeah,
A little
I'm
too
sure
long.
once we tell you where the last caster Kingston are is, you're going to be a bit more okay with that.
where was it?
DHC.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So, that was like... When we saw that on Nesman's side, like, that was... We knew that at least you wouldn't get to Dip Fortress searching for
Yeah.
that sword.
Yeah.
Which...
I
That was the
legitimately
one
burst
thing
out
that
laughing.
was, like, worrying. Like, if... Yeah, like, same for Hendris looking for that last... caster
Cloud-tops.
Kingston.
Yeah.
Kingston. Would
Yeah.
you have gone to Fortress before Droplets? If you found the last caster Kingston somewhere?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
That's like
you always rush Fortress.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing
Do
after
your
Cradle.
element Octo, Andres. Anyways, yeah, like that was the thing where we were like, okay, at least it's not going to take too long to last location the Force Sword. But yeah, it was just like it was mainly that you went up very fast with the red sword and then often that one check, right?
Yeah. And then even when I went back to go to Palace, I didn't go for that.
Yeah, because you flew up very fast, so why would you go down to then
Right.
check that one check? Like that made sense. It's just Henry and Esmond both found the blue sword close together with the grip ring, so they had it before climbing up their force. Which made their force sword way easier to find.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's just
instantly went to Skull Garden as soon as I found Force Sword.
Oh yeah, you both did.
Same. Yeah. I don't know. That cliff just likes to have the Force Sword recently.
I don't know about recently. I feel like that's always one of those.
Yeah.
Always been one of those checks that.
I just tend to get Force Sword in obscure places. And it was nice that Sean came into it.
Oh yeah, Sean Cave.
Yeah, except that like the mids were way earlier in this seed than the grip ring was, so.
Yes.
Yeah. The grip
I'm
was
pretty sure the mids locked
rather late.
like, the mids locked the red sword, right? So yeah, that was.
Well, the Mitts also locked
yeah.
the mushroom, which led to the lantern.
Yeah.
That
I felt pretty stupid when I didn't check town digging the first time I was there with the mids. I should have done that instead of going to lake.
I mean, oh yeah, no, that would have been great because you would have gotten to the second ruby path before
Oh, well.
the red sword and then found that Kins. Yeah,
It could have been worse.
it could have been worse. The Kinstone hiking could have been a caster Kinstone.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That
I
would've
was
been bad.
fully expecting Caster Stone there.
Yeah, Sam. I was kind of hoping for it actually.
Yeah, the check I was doing, I was expecting it.
Because I think back then I didn't check the map yet. I think I checked that map after I focused caster.
Are you sure about that?
It was somewhere It was after the Western Woods Beanstalk, I know that. Because that's where I picked up literally everything.
Yes, everything was on the beanstalk.
Yeah.
Always Percy.
Percy, I've been to Japan at... Oh, that was great though.
30-second logical nut.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess since you all like the seed, there's not going to be a lot of band points for Luna.
Nah.
No, not this time round. It was too nice, if anything.
Yeah. I did play quite a lot, but... Nah. Although, I was very tempted to go back to Fountain. Just because it's a Luna seed, and Luna likes going into Fountain early.
Yes, both you and Bluesy did go to Fountain before finding the cape. Granted, Bluesy did everything he could before finding the cape, whereas... But yeah, Bluesy's saying that he doesn't need a band point, which is absolutely fair.
Yes, it is. Is there anything else we need to... besides that band point? For this,
Don't
that
think
would
so.
need to be put in for the seed?
Oh, whether this had any... I mean,
Don't
For
think so.
filling out the band, okay.
Droplets had... What did Droplets have?
what was in Palace? Droplets had a Kinstone.
Yeah, Palace...
Had a sword beam. Okay.
Yeah, beam.
I
Sorry.
think there's a point for Ram. Yeah, I think...
There's nothing for mushroom progression.
No.
No, that was too nice of a mushroom progression anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it led to
Yeah,
something.
that was very nice.
Don't know if
Where
we
was the
had...
mushroom again?
Did we add a cruder point for hiking at some point?
I don't think we did,
Sure.
no.
I don't think so, okay.
But yeah,
I think
can
the only...
probably the only thing.
Is there anything
Like Hake
for
was the
Hermit
only
Cave?
like mildly bad thing in the seed, really.
Yeah.
Hermit Cave, if it was late, so then
Hermit
I
Cave,
would
but,
imagine
like-
so.
Hermit Cave isn't bad if the mids lock the grip ring though, which they did.
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wants to add?
Don't think so.
Nothing from my side.
Okay. GG's everyone. So I guess we should start thinking, I guess, about next month's variety race in case we need to prepare anything.
Oh!
That is
Yeah.
a thing.
Plus,
that
that's
I
also
could
going to
start-
be. Let me look at the calendar. I want to see how close it is to the holidays as well.
It's the 20th.
Okay, so it's going to be the weekend before Christmas then.
Yes.
Okay.
Are there any Christmassy settings for Minish Cap? I think so.
Figurine hunt. Finding presents. Finding
Yeah.
presents.
Oh, that sounds
I don't-
great.
Yeah, present hunt
Change
would
the
be
price.
probably the
That
best.
would be fitting. We
Yes.
could do that.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That wouldn't require. Well,
I do.
No, the
full
figurine
figurine?
counter is on each player's
Perfect.
screen, so you don't need to track that.
perfect. I guess that's pretty much it. So GG's, Nesmin, Hendris, Mashy, also Bluesy, and Flavors of Pie. Glad you all joined the race and we were able to do another Forerunner race. Thank you, iBot, for commentating and letting me go along for the ride. And thank you, Dinpank and Kochioff, for doing tracking today. And I guess I'm going to send you off to ZSR Main, which is doing a charity race stream. So with that, I don't think we're going to be having any matches this week. 'Cause I know it's a
think
holiday week in the
people were saying
US
they
and
were
everyone
busy,
was
so-
kind of busy. I'm sorry?
Yeah. I think Luna and Nesman both said they were busy, and then
Yes. And it's probably also because of the holidays in the US for
Yeah.
Luna, and probably everyone else being busy. So with that, thanks everyone for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.
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 See ya.
um,